Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, B&A Sports Talk. And today I have two basketball topics. We're talking hoops today. I get more into basketball when the playoffs come, but it's like the better team is just going to win, I guess. But this year it's more interesting because, you have the fans coming back. You have a lot of interesting storylines. It used to be like, okay, whatever way this is going to happen, it's going to be Warriors versus Cavs. We know that's going to happen. Maybe LeBron gets into a game 6. Wow. But, this year it's much more interesting because I have no idea who's going to win. Besides Brooklyn, it feels like, they can win if they stay healthy or whatever. But it's a lot of parity going on here, and I'm really enjoying watching the playoffs. And I have two topics. I want to discuss about Lakers and then the fans spitting at the games. So what kind of irks me about the fans spitting or whatever, I don't think if I were a player and a fan would, throw popcorn at me, it's just my personality. I wouldn't really care. I really wouldn't. But I think it's wrong. I think you shouldn't because then things start escalating. It's, take an inch, give a mile. And I don't know why, don't be mad at the fans because they want that. They want you to react to it. I'd just be like, okay, you threw popcorn at me. Okay, good for you. That's honestly how I would react because they want a reaction from the players. They're getting high fives from their buddies and stuff. If the player reacts, they're waiting for the reaction. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the media people to talk about it. It's important to cover, but this kind of feeds itself. And then the excuse about why fans, we are cooped up. No, fans were doing this before. The fans were doing this before, and it's just a general societal thing. I was at a bar yesterday, and we're just hanging around. And I think in the 1980s, if you went out to a bar, there would be different attire. I'm not a jeans guy, but you'd have jeans, pretty nice shirt, dressed somewhat reasonably. People are they're at their house, dressed in they're about to go to sleep, in athletic shorts and a t-shirt. And you're outside, you're at a bar, so people really don't care about their image because nowadays people don't really care what other people think of you. Me personally, I'm not going up to a girl at a bar and being like, what's up? People know, and people know that. Because if I knew I was going to meet my wife at a bar or somebody I would know for a long time at a bar, you bet me I'd look clean shaven. I'd be, up. People don't care. People don't care what other people really think about them. And that's it kind of feeds into a little bit the regression of dress in society. I think has to do a little bit with people at games thinking they can do whatever they want because, there's no repercussions. No one cares. It's kind of that lack, the undisciplinedness, the uncultured, the not being scared of, when I would be scared to go to school not dressed up nice because people think of me. But people nowadays oh, don't worry about what people think. Be yourself. Yeah, but you have to have some sort of class, some sort of, decorum. And whether it's my parents' generation, I don't know who's doing it. But, people have gotten away with, okay, it's okay to stay inside. It's okay not to go out. It's okay to, and when people do go out, they go crazy. And then two, people are used to being in their comfort zones. It's not comfortable to be in to wear nice things. I'd rather wear sweatpants, And nowadays, that's okay because you're being yourself. It doesn't matter. They don't care what anybody thinks about you. And am I reaching here? I don't know. That's kind of my opinion about it. They should be punished to the full extent of the law, to the full extent. But, yeah, those are kind of my thoughts about that. Next, I want to talk about LeBron James. And basically, people, you have the Colin Cowards of the world that come out and say, you see what he's dealing with? You see? It's because LeBron James can't deal. He doesn't have the time to deal with young stars and to develop them. That's why they got rid of everybody, got Anthony Davis. That's a big risk. That's his fault. That's what you did. That's what you wanted. Anthony Davis had an injury history. Don't feel bad for you. I really don't. But, LeBron James, look what he has to deal with. Now he can't lift the team because he's been dealing with injuries. He's a little bit older. Doesn't have the explosiveness. He's still, he's still a good player. Still a top 5 player in the league. But he doesn't have quite that explosiveness. Now he's aging, and it's all leadership. It's about distributing. It's not really about him too much. Now he can take control of the game in spots, and in the playoffs he can. His body is in physical shape. But I'm sick and tired of people saying Colin Cowherd. See what he has to deal with. Yeah, it's called. You got rid of all the developmental guys. You got rid of the BIs of the world, the Lonzos. You could have had the 4th overall pick. You traded that away. And then you paid Anthony Davis, and now you're bringing in all these old grizzled veteran stars, and you're surprised when they're not good. And then it's you see, right when he left the Cavs, that's when everything fell apart. No. LeBron James destroyed that roster. That's what happened. He got Kyrie Irving mad. He got Kevin Love I think he was already on the team, but he was already injury filled, and then you're bringing in J.R. Smith. It's the same song and dance every single place he goes. Then when he leaves, they wonder why, because the team didn't have a good coach, because LeBron James wanted to be the coach, and he basically said, I'm going to control the roster. I'm going to bring all these veterans in. And because I'm comfortable with them, I've been playing with them for years. The Marc Gasols, we all know the names. You try to bring Rajon Rondo, whatever it is. And he just recruits people to the team, and he's surprised when the team falls apart. And people are like, see, what happened when the Cavs? I mean, the Cavs are not a well-run franchise, just in general. But the Heat made it to the finals last year against LeBron James. But, there's a well-run organization. He destroyed that roster because he tried to get as much out of Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh as possible. He didn't allow the development of the youth of the team that much because he wanted to play with his friends. And that's the honest truth about LeBron James, and nobody understands that. And people feel bad, but now he can't lift the team anymore because he's injured. He can't. I think those days are over. He needs Anthony Davis to take control of the Los Angeles Lakers, and he knows Anthony Davis cannot do it, and he shouldn't have signed they shouldn't have signed him to that contract. You got to trade him back away. I know you wouldn't have gotten back for exactly what it is, but LeBron James comes with everything. It comes with the posts. It comes with him being mad at the social media. It comes with his personal brand with the movie and stuff. What I don't think is a huge distraction. He does kind of bring the team together. But he doesn't want a 21-year-old on that team. With Tom Brady in the NFL, he's okay. He brought in Leonard Fournette. He brought in Antonio Brown. And the thing is, he built a team. Football's a little more of a team concept. He built a team. The Buccaneers, they have youth on that team. So if Tom Brady leaves tomorrow, you put in, I don't know, not Blaine Gabbert, but you put in a Drew Lock on that team. They'll win 9-10 games. They'd win 9-10 games because it's a really good roster. It's youthful. They're replenishing. They're developing, which you can do a little bit more with football because you have the draft every year with 7 picks, not 2 picks. They don't want to develop 18-year-olds here. And plus he can't because LeBron James is the leader of the team and he's going to play 40 minutes a night. So it halts the growth of the team. Now, I don't know that much about basketball, but people are just not talking about it. And let me know what you guys think, because I'm just learning now the concept of a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. I'm starting to grasp that concept. So that's kind of my knowledge about basketball. I see if a guy's good. I see if he's athletic. I see if he's leading the team. I look at his stats. I look at his points per 36 minutes, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got to say. There's only so much I can talk about basketball because, I can talk football for an hour. You ask me football, I'm good, but basketball, that's not my comfort zone. And he may be the most valuable player, but he manipulates the team and then leaves it. When he leaves the Lakers, they're going to be nothing. And that's because all the players are going to be old. They're going to have no youth development because they try to squeeze every single last bit. With a Tom Brady, he knows how to work with you. He likes working with a Leonard Fournette of the world. That's why he brought him in. But he also knows how to develop younger guys. He brought Rob Gronkowski as a guy. But he also works well with youth too. He works in the off season and he does that sort of thing. He doesn't work on movies and stuff. He works on the team. And we saw that a lot last year to get everyone together in a pandemic and do it. And LeBron James won the finals last year and he went through nobody whatsoever. But yeah, before I start rambling on, because we can just talk in circles. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.